Welcome to Keeping It Real with Alyssa Love. Here's your host, Alyssa Love.
Hey, you guys, what's up? I am back on in the booth, which is really new for me. Again, it's been a long time coming. So basically, I'm Alyssa Love. If you haven't known me or listened to me before, I've been on radio before, but like I said, it's been some time. Basically, my show, Keeping It Real with Alyssa Love, is a nighttime talk show, which I will be here every Thursday at 8:05. So you don't want to miss it because I got some good things, hot topics, juicy stories, and of course, my local guests that are here from Stockton. That's right, from my hometown. So every different Thursday, I will bring in a special guest from Stockton, and they will join me in these hot discussions, latest trends on different topics. The program that I basically created is basically just giving you an idea what Stockton has to offer and the people in it and what they do in the community, with their talents or their tips for us. So we'll be talking about beauty, fashion, diet, relationships, anything you can think of. That is what my show is going to entail. So that's a little bit about me. I finished school, not too long ago in May. So I am excited to get back on the mic because I know I've been telling my boy Dustin over there that I've been wanting to do this for a very long time.
Yes,
right, Dustin?
You have, Alyssa.
Yes.
You've been like, hey, when can I be back on the radio?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how can I get back on the radio? As soon as I'm done with school. Come on,
Yeah.
give me a time slot.
Yes.
And let me talk to Nikki.
Yeah. Where is she at?
Well, she's busy doing other stuff.
Shout out to Nikki.
Nikki D.
Yes. Anyways, that's a little preview of what we were talking about. But coming up, I will be having a special guest here at the KXVS studio. The moment I heard about this guy, right, I'm hearing talk about numbers and him reading some numbers. And I'm like, what is this? Yes, this guy on the side of me. And I knew that I wanted to meet him. And it with my busy schedule, it was hard. But one day I just walked right in and he was sitting there working on his promo because he has a show too. And I was like, so what is your name? And he was like, oh, I'm Darius. He's really chill, really laid back. And he, without hesitation, I was like, can you do my numbers or whatever this number thing is? And he was like, I got you. And anyway, so he was doing my number thing. And I was like, what is he doing? It looks like he's doing some crazy math problem. And I'm like, what? Is this, you're going to read me off some numbers? And it was kind of little, sketchy a little bit. But once he started talking, I was like, oh man, he's legit. I was like, all right, I believe him. And then I told him to do my boyfriend's number. And then I was like, all right, you're really legit now. And he didn't tell me what I wanted to hear, but it told me exactly what I needed to hear. And after that, I was like, yeah, when I start my show, I'm going to need you on there. So that being said, coming up, we will be talking about my numbers. And I also have my bestie, Mason, in the building. Hey. And he'll be reading both of our numbers and seeing how compatible we are. And so I'm really curious about that because I haven't did her numbers compared with mine. So I am definitely curious. So do not move. Okay. So we will take a little break and don't touch it. Don't touch it. And don't forget to subscribe as you're watching this. All right. I'm Alyssa Love, and this is KXVS, the voice of Stockton, and 92.1.
stories, hot topics.
Welcome back to KXVS 92.1 FM, the voice of Stockton. And here's keeping it real with the one and only Miss Alyssa Love.
Yeah, that is me, you guys. And without further ado, let me introduce you to the guy, Mr. Darius. But before you I lied. Okay, I forgot. Sorry, I don't lie, but this is keeping it real with Alyssa Love. But I do want to let you know, Darius himself is part of KXVS, and he has a show every Friday at 3 p.m. So if you want to get your numbers read, or you have anything to deal with like relationships, your life, and you want to figure that out, watch his show. And if you have any comments at Facebook. Don't forget to also like it, because I'm telling you, he's the bum. He is the bum. All right, Darius, what you got for us?
All right, cool. So, hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Darius with Divine Numerology, just coming over here to the show, talk about what it is that we do. Numerology, just for your listeners, I'm going to just keep it brief. What it is, it's the study of numbers and how they reveal our personal cycles. So we're able to tell a lot about people, a lot about ourselves, a lot about how we're going to react in situations. And it just tells you everything. If I know your birthday and your full name, I basically know you.
He knows you. All right. He knows your skeletons in your closet, too. No, I'm just kidding.
Shh, don't scare nobody. So it goes pretty deep. And I just learned so much from this. I used to use this in business. But before I go into that, I want to talk about some similarities that I've noticed in your guys' charts as I've been calculating it. If you guys want to know, is that okay?
Yeah, I'm really curious, because we're best friends, so I'm really curious what the numbers have to say about us, and it's how accurate.
Like to know. We need to know.
All right, you need to know. Okay, awesome. So let's see what we glean from this. So with the way this whole thing works, I take your birthday, I take your name, and I take each letter in your name, add it up. It gives me a single digit for the name, a single digit for the birthday. So this, normally numbers, we count with them like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. But now we're talking about numbers that have qualities and personalities, the ones that you carry with you on a day-to-day basis. So straight up, Alyssa, I have it all written here, but I'm going to just ask you because we're on air, you know?
Exactly. We're on air. So we're going to talk about these numbers and give you an idea, because you can't really see the paper so much, but he'll break it down for you.
So, Alyssa, if you could tell him, what's your date of birth?
My birthday, and numbers are just, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
My birthday is September 21st, 1991.
Okay.
September 21st.
All right. And then Missoon, right?
Yes.
What's your birthday?
November 9th.
Okay, so we have the 9th of November, and we have the 21st of September.
Yes.
Right off the bat, we're talking about compatibility.
We've
So
always had it.
what's 9 divided by 3? 3. It equals 3. So check this out. You're born on what day?
I'm born on the 21st.
What's 2 plus 1?
2 plus 1 is 3.
Boom.
Ooh.
What's 3 times 3?
21. I mean, no.
Almost. You're close. Way off. Way off. Way off.
9.
So,
that's it. No, I'm just kidding.
so it's all good. You don't have to be good at math to be a good numerologist.
Oh, I'm really good at math though. Until today. All right, go ahead.
So 3 times 3 equals 9.
Yes.
My birthday.
Exactly.
Twins.
Match made it.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
So want to know something even crazier?
Uh-oh.
So when I take your full birthday, now if that's up to you if you want people to know the year you're born.
Go ahead.
You kind of already said it.
Yeah, I already said it. Go ahead. You guys can know all about me. You can know my social too if you want.
So don't tell them that.
Okay, I'm just kidding.
Don't tell them.
I mean, it's the truth.
People are like,
What's
you're
the love?"
numerologist. You're numerologist. Need my social too. No,
I'm just kidding. You don't need that.
Yeah, you trust me, right? Okay. So, funny thing, when I add up your birthday, Alyssa, 21st of September plus 1991, I get the number 5. Your whole birthday equals 5. This is the number of freedom and discipline.
Oh.
5 is the number of freedom, travel, motion, movement, physical motion. It's a number of uncertainty at times. It's a number where you gotta adapt to stuff that's changing your life constantly. It's like seeming like stuff beyond your control, but you're here to learn how to adjust and to adapt and roll with the punches.
Yep.
Alyssa.
That's me.
And now here's this. I bet you can relate to everything I just said, right?
Yes, definitely.
You know why you can relate to everything I just said?
Because we're compatible.
Because you got the same exact number. as
No
me.
way. No
Bam.
way.
So-
Let me
I know we
see.
are the same though.
Yeah, so when I add up your birthday, Miss Soon, I also get 5.
Wow.
And check it
That's
out.
crazy.
What's my hat? What's the number on this hat?
23. And
23?
2 plus 3 is 5.
Look, see. So and then Dustin, what's your birthday?
January 26th.
26th. But what does remember when I mentioned to you the number 23?
Yes, it's great. It's a great business number.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
What
Go
did
ahead.
he just say? Business what?
Business number? Okay.
Remember me and you discussed it?
Also
Oh, that's also on the low? No. No?
Oh,
Okay.
can't
Okay.
tell
me.
nobody.
Can't tell. We'll talk after.
We'll talk that.
Okay, secret society. Okay. All right. So here's the thing. We have a little bit of a difference. Now, yours is 5 yes. Yours is 5 yes. How is it different? Now, Alyssa she deals with a lot more change in her life than you. You guys both have to deal with being able to adapt, but your adaptability comes from your structures in your life. You have to adapt to the changes and to your structures, whether it's the clubs you're a part of, work structure,
Work and family.
the home, the house, anything that's a structure that is giving you a foundation, and working with that in a way that focuses on your independence and your ability to stand on your own 2 feet. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally.
So here, the difference is Alyssa's is more like straight up just pure 5. That's it, just pure 5.
Here.
And that's like 5 is a party number. It's like that's what 5s
Rolling
do.
on in.
I happen to be born on the 5th. And so
Wow.
that's why I wear this hat, 23. Because look, I didn't tell you this yet, but for your listeners who are listening too, if you know the day of your birth, I hope you know your birthday.
Yeah, don't be like me and not know what
Yeah.
3 times 3 is.
I hope you know.
your birthday.
Yeah, I hope you know your
Remember
birthday.
your math, kids.
But when you take the number of the day you're born, you add it up. Like you're born on the 21st.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
yeah.
born on the
21st. You're born on the 9th. Guess what? I'm born on the 5th. What was the first day that I aired the show? It was on May 5th.
Wow.
I used the numbers in business, you see. And I found a kitten on the 23rd. I got started at my second job on the 5th. I ended I actually started the job when I got back to California on the 14th. Then I left that on the 23rd so I could start numerology. So it's like the way you do things in your life, you can set it up around your days and your numbers.
Wow.
That's how people, all right, I don't really talk about this too much, but that's how people like to do the lottery. You notice a lot of lottery winners know how to use their numbers.
I'm gonna call you. I'm just kidding.
Successful people like George Lucas. I'm just saying him because he's born on a day that equals 5. He's born on the 14th. When he did the casting for Star Wars, he had 5 Lukes, 5 Han Solos, 5 Princess Leias.
Okay.
All these people like that. He was doing it. Jay-Z and Beyonce, they use this stuff.
Beyonce.
Yeah. See, they Jay-Z and Beyonce, they're born guess what? They're born on the 4th.
Oh.
They use that. They went on a 22-day vegan diet. Beyonce released the album called what? 13.
Oh, yeah, she did. Lemonade.
1 + 3, what's that? That's 4.
4.
They named their child Blue. It's got 4 letters in it.
He's good, right?
He's very good.
He's good.
You guys got any questions for me?
So do you believe on like luck on certain days?
Luck. Good question.
4 letters.
Yeah, it's 4 letters. So with luck, I don't call it luck. I call it harmony.
Okay.
I call it
Harmony, you guys. That is harmony. Yes.
It's when things they work for you. And it's like, oh, I didn't plan it that way. It just works for you. Right.
Yeah.
You get more harmony when you work with your numbers.
Yeah. And that's why we get more
We
work
harmonize.
done. We harmonize together. That's why the business thing, you know what I'm saying?
We just need to begin.
I'm telling you, finish school. You got 1 more semester.
I got you.
Yes.
It's happening, guys. You heard it here first.
Yes, you heard it. Her. I can't talk today. I can't do math today. You know what? Man, I need some good luck number. It's not the 5th. That's why. It's not the 5th. It's not my day today. Anyway, so that is a little snippet of mine and Maysoon, my best friend's numbers. So obviously we're compatible. So you can see he's good at what he does, right? So coming up, we will be doing an interview asking him what got him into numerology, different questions. I mean, if you guys are on live, can comment. I am on Instagram. Comment me a question. If you haven't, I'll ask them live. But yeah, don't touch that dial. This is KXVS 92.1.
92.1. Coming soon.
Are you ready to be on the hot seat more? Welcome back to Keeping It Real with Alyssa Love on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Dustin. He is in the house. If you guys are just starting to watch right now, you missed out on a whole lot of good, all right? But he's not going anywhere because he's still on the side of me, and he still got the show on Friday nights. Afternoons, actually. That's midday, 3 o'clock. So if you want to know about your numbers, definitely check him out or stop by the station. And I'm I'm darn sure he is more than willing to read your numbers. Anyway, so this is Darius on the side of me. And we were just talking about how me and Maysoon are basically match made in heaven. We're both
Pretty
number
much.
fives. He didn't even scratch the surface, he said. We were talking about that over break. He didn't even scratch the surface of how deep this numerology thing can get. So right now I'm about to interview him and some questions that I have about this numerology thing. And, just a little bit, a couple questions about you to get to know my guest a little bit more. So first question is, what made you get into numerology?
So back when I was in business with a company, my first network marketing company, my business mentor, we were sitting outside of Starbucks after an appointment, and he just asked me, "Hey man, what's your birthday?" And I told him my birthday, and he told me he just added it up in his head, and I'm like, "What's that?" And he just kind of explained it to me, and he told me what it is, and I didn't believe it. I was totally against it because of what I believed at that time. But then I started playing with it and toying with it and checking it out around with other people, and I'm like, why is it added? Why does this make so much sense? Why is this right? Why is this accurate? Mm-hmm. And then I just got deeper and deeper into it.
Nice. You're making me want to get deeper. I don't know. How long did that take you though? To actually get deep and to start reading basically numbers, about how many years or did it take months?
Well, I've been studying it. I've been doing this almost 8 years.
Wow.
So
what? How old are you?
Oh
man, we can't tell you how old he is.
But yeah, I've been doing this almost 8 years.
Wow.
And it's it just took my curiosity. I was going back to it on and off. But no matter where I was at, I would just do it in business, and I would get success when I was building my teams,
Mm-hmm.
my sales teams. When I was building offices, they had me traveling in different states.
Nice.
And that's where I met Jessica. And
Jessica is
fiance.
ooh, fiance. Hey,
And,
fiance.
Shout out.
she actually does Reiki. She does angelic Reiki, and she has some very special gifts and talents too.
Oh, I need to get her on my show. Yes.
But yeah, and you know what? She knows numerology. But that's how I got into it, and that's how I kept doing it. And I personally experienced success from the businesses that I've been involved with, especially my colleagues. They'd be like, "Hey man, how you always got these big teams, dude?" It's ancient secret. And but some people that I would get really close to would be like, okay man, I'll help you out. So I just write down their team's number or whatever and be like, "Hey man, why you got this person put with this person? That won't work." He's like, "They having this issue, and this issue." He's like, "How'd you know that? You don't even know them." I'm like, "Dude, come on." And then then I pair this person with this person. He's like, I don't know. They never spoke. I don't know if they would get. Just trust me, do it. He would do it, he would succeed.
So this is a business of yours, or is it a hobby business, or it's just a lifestyle? What would you consider numerology?
Started out as a business. No, did not start out as a business. Okay. Started out as a hobby. Mm-hmm. Became a business, and now it's a lifestyle.
I love it. I definitely love it. Yes.
Yeah.
I do have a little question. I believe you, and I'm just curious of have you ever got interpreted different numbers? Has it ever came out to be wrong?
Have I ever made mistakes?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Oh, I guess I was gonna say that. I was we all make mistakes. See, he's keeping it real. This is keeping it real with Alyssa Love.
You made the mistake of 3 times 3.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for putting me on the
No
spot.
problem. Yeah, you're welcome.
Us.
Yeah. Damn.
I made mistakes only when I didn't calculate it right. Like if I might have added like the 1 and the 6 or the 1 and the 3 and didn't catch it, then I'm like describing them. I'm thinking they're a number 8, but they're not. They're like a 2, and I'm like, man, so you like this and this and this. Like, dude, no, you're way off. and then I'm like, oh, well, let me make sure I calculate. Then like, then I look, oh, okay. But by that time, you got pie in your face. You just like, you feel all types of bad. But
don't ever ask me to do your numbers, you guys, because obviously I can't even times 3 times 3.
But as long as I'm like, hey, look, man, this I just made a miscalculation. But by looking at it further, what I see is this, and this. So I just admit it like right on the spot, and I'm like, oh man, I made a mistake. If I here's what it really is, and this is what it really means, and I'm like, oh. Okay.
Nice. All right. My next question is how does it feel or make you feel to have this amazing gift and talent? Like, I think it's pretty cool. Like, but what is it, like, how does it feel when people comment like, wow, like, you really read my numbers right, or thanks for doing that for me? Like, how does it make you feel as a person, as an individual?
It feels great. At the same time, I also know that this it's time for this information to be here. It's always been here. It's been here thousands of years. It comes back way back to the Egyptians, to way before the Egyptians.
Wow.
But it's time for more and more people to be aware of this so that they can use it in their day-to-day life to their advantage. It feels good because people are able to improve their life with this. I'm able to be a part of that. I also know that this is something way bigger than myself, and it's about raising the consciousness in that way.
I like that. Raising the consciousness. Yeah. So does it ever stress you out, or is it literally like, because you seem like a pretty humble person and pretty mellow, like down to earth, like pretty, I vibe with you. Like every time, like you're really chill, and I'm glad that you're here on my show. Like, but do you ever come a time where it's like stressful? Like everybody's like, can you look at this for me? Can you do this for me? I need to know numbers, because it's so accurate with like people's lives. Like, does it ever stress you, like bombarded with like questions or anything like that?
Not necessarily. Only when people don't apply it. I always feel good when I'm talking about it. When I'm talking to people, especially like the responses that people have, they're like, whoa, because they really do benefit from this.
Yeah.
But then, there's certain people, they just, if you're going to apply it, great. If they don't, hey, that's their choice. But it's fun. This is fun to me. So it's like getting paid.
To do what you love.
Yeah, basically.
Dream jobs.
Goals.
Exactly.
I mean, we might have to talk after a little about the station. Maybe you can help me, because like that's one thing I kind of struggle with a little, to kind of go off the topic. Well, not really, is that I always get like torn between where I want to go in my career wise. Like I just finished school and I'm like, what do I do?
We're in that unsure phase. Where are we headed?
And I want to do what you do, not necessarily numerology, but I want to do something where I get paid to do what I love to do. Which has to do with helping people, because I love my community, hence that I am on KXVS. We are a community radio station, I'm all about the community. So we'll chat after this.
Got it.
Yeah.
That makes sense, because I didn't even tell you on air, but what the 6 does, 6 is about personal love. That's your
Alyssa
full name.
Yeah.
It's about personal warmth and nurturing and wanting to be a part of a community. That's your full name, straight up. It equals 6.
Woo.
So like Drake says, from the 6, but then your soul urge, this is what motivates you, is the number 9. 9 is the number of the humanitarian.
Oh, okay.
So
Remember 9th?
Exactly. So you guys also resonate in that way too. So it makes sense. Go ahead.
It makes sense. All right. Now I'm just like
We're just
I'm gazed out like, yeah, I'm like, what? Like, is this really happening right now? Is this really, really happening? All right. So my next question is, since it kind of just popped into my head right now, because I know you said you had a fiance, and I also took earlier you were saying you kind of do everything with numbers when it comes to naming your pets, naming anything in your life. So when she came into your life, did you do the whole numerology on her? Like, all right, we got our numbers together, we together, or like
Mm-hmm.
he's nodding his head over here. So I'm curious, just out of curiosity.
So as far as numerology, without going into like taking too long on that, with it, how we relate, there was a lot of fours around us. A lot of fours. We met on a day that equaled 4. The bus that we were catching that day equaled 4. Her birthday is a day that equals 4.
Wow.
She's born on the 4th. Same day as Beyonce.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Her son born on the 13th. The dog born on the 22nd.
Equals 4.
I was raised in apartment number 76 for 18 years. 7 plus 6 is 13. 1 plus 3 is 4.
Wow.
Check him out.
all these stuff. I arrived in Philly in the East Coast on the 4th. Came back to California on the 22nd. So it's like all these numbers just kind of all up in your face.
That all up in your face. The answers are right there. They really are. They definitely are. That is interesting, man. I literally I am lost for words because I can literally keep talking and have so many questions for you, but I'm going to leave that for your show. So our listeners out there, if you guys want to know what he's talking about, because it is legit, okay? I am not playing. He literally did all this math. And mind you, it's the same exact numbers that he had read before. So like he said, if you don't get married, your name is going to stay that specific number. Yes. So he doesn't just make up these random, it's seriously, if you guys are watching, I don't know if you can, nope, you can't really see it, but they haven't changed because he's done my numbers before. But the difference between now and then, he interviewed my best friend versus my boyfriend, and numbers are on point. So check out his show Fridays at 3. Okay, now we're coming up. Don't go away. We're gonna wrap up the show. This is KXVS 92.1.
Welcome back to Keeping It Real with Alyssa Love on KXVS, the voice of Stockton.
Sorry, you guys. Anyways, I'm gonna hand it over to Darius because he got a show tomorrow, and I want him to give you a little tease what's happening tomorrow. So, Darius, take that mic.
All right, cool. So you guys got to tune in tomorrow because we got 2 awesome guests on top of what we're gonna be talking about numbers-wise. We're gonna have Dean Price. He runs the New Earth Expos. He's been doing this since the 80s. And he's done over 1,000 shows. He's known vastly, widely. He's had Greg Braden over for dinner, author of the God Code, these different books like that. He's gonna be on. Then we're also gonna have Beverly Adamo, who released a book on my birthday, and she has a company called Creative Hearts International. And she's all about empowering women and the divine feminine. And she's going to be talking about what she's working on and what she's been doing. And she's also actually a medium. And it's, so we got a lot of really cool stuff on there coming up for tomorrow.
Nice. So, like we said, do not forget to tune in tomorrow to Darius' show. And what is your show called, by the way?
Divine Numerology with Darius Oliver.
Divine Numerology. I like that. I like that ring right there. It's just ringing in my ear. Yes, for sure.
Thanks.
So if you want to learn more, like I said, check out him on Facebook. He has an Instagram. Do you promote yourself on Instagram like that, or is it mainly
what? They can find me on Instagram, Darius Oliver 7. They can find me on Facebook, Darius Oliver. If you guys want to book an appointment, you can call me 209-898-4103. That's 209-898-4103. You can message me on Facebook. Once you're my friend, you can look out for my free giveaways that I do on my page. You can catch me if you live in the Stockton area on Saturday because I'm going to be at Dragon Ferry doing readings starting at about 11 to 2 right here on the Miracle Mile. Just come in there or call me and we can book an appointment for this Saturday at Dragon Ferry. I got a workshop tomorrow at Unity of Stockton. I'm going to be teaching a class on numerology for the public.
We gotta go to that.
We need it.
Wait, what was that time? I'm sorry.
It's going to be at 5.
5 tomorrow?
5 tomorrow.
We're there.
We're there. We're gonna get the information again. I'm juiced. Does this class happen every so often? Every Friday?
This about twice a month. That's what we've been doing.
Okay.
It was last Friday, but tomorrow we're also gonna do it. That's actually gonna be right after the show.
I was just gonna say that.
Right after the show, I'm gonna head over there to Unity so that we can, so I can do that workshop.
Nice.
A lot of events happening tomorrow.
Yes. All right, so you guys heard it all today here on my show, Keeping It Real with Alyssa Love. I had Darius in the building and my bestie in the house. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday at 8:05, and I will have a new special guest. See you on next time.
This is KXVS, the voice of Stockton.